San Diego is home to many different neighborhoods and communities. One neighborhood in particular that we have chosen to conduct our project on is the neighborhood of Barrio Logan. We have chosen this neighborhood because of its unique culture and many environmental issues that have yet to be solved. Historically, Barrio Logan has been home to Mexican-American and African-American San Diegans who bring a rich mix of cultures, lately expanded by a new generation of young professionals, artists, and startup companies. It is located in downtown San Diego, right next to Interstate 5 East. The neighborhood was originally established in the late 1800s. Right next to it is the Unified Port of San Diego and the United States Naval Base. It's approximately 1,000 acres. Here are some demographics about Barrio Logan that we'd like to share with you. Historically, Barrio Logan has been a strong Hispanic community. Compared to the citywide average, Barrio Logan has a significantly younger population. The median age in Barrio Logan is 28 compared to 44 in downtown and 35 citywide. This is due to the fact that many of the households in Barrio Logan are made up of families with young children. With Barrio Logan having larger households and lower incomes, San Diego estimates that Barrio Logan has lost about 76 households, or 8% of its total households, increasing the tendency for families to double up in existing housing units due to the rising cost of the housing in the area. The culture of Barrio Logan is very diverse. It's a hidden hub for art and a state-named cultural district. It's historic, authentic, and very grassroots. There are strong roots in a Mexican-American and Mexican immigrant community, and there's a strong sense of community overall. In vibrant culture, it faces many environmental issues. We were lucky enough to interview a young woman whose family is from Barrio Logan, and she still lives there. Here's the interview.
Hi, my name is Christina. My family has history in Logan. Historically, there's been a lot. Back in the day, there was a lot of junkyards that were put in Logan, which caused a lot of waste pollution in the neighborhood and stuff. Mm-hmm. And also, there's a naval shipyard by Logan, mm-hmm. and was this big buffer zone between the shipyard and the residential area. Mm-hmm. But as time went on, that buffer zone became smaller and smaller because the naval shipyard expanded. And so it caused a lot of air pollution in Logan, and a lot of people from Logan and young kids, they have asthma, bronchitis, and lung issues because of these fumes. But nobody's doing anything about it, even though the locals and everything they fight against the naval shipyard and stuff, but it's we're not even heard. I honestly don't understand completely why. Everybody in Logan is always questioning as to why we aren't being heard, but I mean, it's always been like that, and we've seen no change throughout history of us being heard a little bit more. Chicano Park, which is a park in Logan that was created by the people, for the community. The city of San Diego didn't even want that park to exist.
Right.
They wanted to put more highway patrol, a station there, and just everything that happens in Logan, it's just, we have to fight for it. Even just for basic little necessities, it's just a struggle. Chicano Park just became a National Historic Landmark, mm-hmm. but that still doesn't matter to the city of San Diego. We still have to fight to get sanitation over there, mm-hmm. to even clean up the park, or to even get new bathrooms. It took us 47 years to get brand new bathrooms. Or a brand new playground took 47 years, and that playground was rusted. There was needles in the sand, and it took 47 years for the city to finally say okay, we'll give you funds for a new park. And even that we had to go through an application. It was a grant. It wasn't that the city gave us the money. We had to apply for it and fight for it, and a lot of hard work went into just these basic things that we need. The city of San Diego just doesn't take notice that we're only good if something big happens.
As stated in the interview, There are many environmental issues. Pollution from industry has always been a major problem for the Barrio Logan community. Toxic pollution is one of the major issues that threatens the health of those who live in Barrio Logan. The pollutants come from various sources, mainly from industries and the Port Authority's use of toxic fumes. Toxic emissions are directly related to the layout of the city and the lack of zoning laws. This results in houses being built literally right next to chemical supply businesses and toxic fumes polluting the air. The community has been trying to fight for their right to live in a clean city, but not much has been done about the pollution and toxic emissions. As stated earlier, the NASCO shipyard and the 32nd Street Naval Station are two of the major factors of where air pollution and water pollution come from in the neighborhood. The primary health threat to the residents of Barrio Logan is toxic air emissions. These emissions come from a variety of sources, including small, often unregulated industries. In 2014, Barrio Logan was ranked the 99th worst over 8,000 cities in a census tract in California for pollution risk. This is due to the lack of zoning laws allowing toxic and hazardous chemicals near residential homes. There are higher rates of asthma, in fact 2.5 times higher than the country average, and numerous hospitalizations. As you can see, the green community and residential area is right next to commercial, communications, and prime industrial hotspots. Across the main way is where you see the major naval shipyard, and throughout the community you see different commercial industries, mainly in toxic chemicals and other polluting products and industries. Environmental racism refers to the cumulative impacts of environmental, social, political, and economic vulnerabilities that affect the quality of life of a community. Barrio Logan faces a lot of environmental racism and discrimination. The government's failure to provide or acknowledge proper health services and zoning has caused these major health problems. Many homes have been destroyed and many families have been displaced. Barrio Logan is the highest at-risk community in San Diego and in the top 5% of the state of California for pollution-related illnesses. There have also been effects of turmoil on immigrant communities attempting to fight back. There have been unnecessary police brigades and a lot of stereotyping. The issue is also not publicized in the media enough to educate the greater San Diego area. This demonstrates the overbearing political power against a peaceful protest in Barrio Logan. As you can see, there's numerous police brigades against a very minute group of people. Despite challenges the community has faced, the community has shown resilience. An aspect of this has been the creation of Chicano Park. The park was created after a community protest and is home to world-famous murals. Chicano Park is the crown jewel of the community and an internationally celebrated destination. After the neighborhood began to be heavily industrialized in the 50s and the construction of the Coronado Bridge and Highway 5 in 1963 disrupted the neighborhood further, the community made several demands. Although the state granted them a very small parcel of land, it was not enough for the community's vision. The city did not listen and began appropriating the land for other uses. Mario Soles, a community member, quickly gathered friends and family for a protest which lasted 12 days. Here's a picture from the protest back in 1970. As you can see, it says, "Let us sit in the park and not in the highway station." And the people of Barrio Logan were granted permission to build a 7.9-acre Chicano Park. Today, over 88 historic murals grace the pillars of the San Diego Coronado Bay Bridge, giving way to an open-air museum. The park, recently named a National Historic Landmark, boasts the world's largest collection of Chicano murals. Some more pictures of life in Barrio Logan. Artistic, authentic, very culturally oriented. There are a few different groups that are working towards improving the environmental and social conditions in Barrio Logan. The Environmental Health Coalition has done a lot of notable work, as well as a community plan. The plan was an attempt to promote and maintain artistic and cultural value in community, support residential expansion, and limit industrial uses. It also had emphasis on environmental policy and wanted to regulate industrial use and pollution in the area. The new plan would have been a good upgrade to the old one, providing stricter regulations, ensuring both the safety of the residents and the environment. However, the plan was ultimately rejected by San Diego voters due to heavy lobbying in industries and businesses. The Environmental Health Coalition is dedicated to the prevention and cleanup of toxic pollution threatening our health, our community, and our environment. The organization began back in 1980 with the goal of preventing illness resulting from exposure to toxins in the home, workplace, and in all communities in San Diego. The organization is involved with several campaigns for pollution prevention and environmental justice. The EHC has created numerous campaigns for the health, safety, and improvement of Barrio Logan. One of these is the United for Safe Ports back in 2006, which helped the environment greatly by asking the ports to reduce diesel pollution from the dock ships and create a sustainable energy plan, along with reducing diesel pollution from trucks and other port vehicles. To go along with this, they also have the Clean Bay Campaign, Toxic Free Neighborhood Campaign, Community Assistance Program, and Border Environmental Justice Campaign. The main one right now is their Toxic Free Neighborhood Campaign. The campaign has a goal to separate residents from the toxic chemicals and pollution produced by local industries. Even more locally, San Diego State has an Environmental Justice Committee. They are a branch of Green Love, and they are a new group looking for fellow students to get involved. If you're interested in any more information, please contact sdsuejc@gmail.com. They also have an Instagram. Although there has been some work done, Barrio Logan still has a long way to go. You can help out by checking out the SDSU Environmental Justice Committee or writing to Mayor Faulkner and having your voice heard. Also, feel free to donate or volunteer with the EHC, and remember to stay informed by attending Barrio Logan Town Hall meetings. Be the change you want to see.